Ian, I kind of want to bring it to you and talk a bit more almost philosophically about some of the bits we're talking about there, and then perhaps if you've got some examples from some of your clients, you can sort of bring that in, because what strikes me as someone who's come from the world of marketing, you know, my background is sort of marketing, comms, customer experience, and all that sort of stuff, and you know, we had the big data explosion in marketing about a decade ago, where we could, and it's the stuff that we're all very used to now, like, you know, Google tracking us through our websites and what we click on and what we share and all the rest of it. You know, there's every part of our digital lives is kind of encoded, and I'm kind of feeling now that that's coming into our world of workplace experience and FM estates, HR, all these aspects. This sort of employee digital persona is generating data points all the time, which is exciting, right? But comes with challenges, right? Because we've now got lots and lots and lots of data, and that's not really enough to have it, right?
Indeed. Yeah. I mean, it's been interesting listening and sort of reflecting as you go. You start something like this saying, I want to talk about this, this, and this, and you end up with about 10 minutes going, actually, I want to talk about that, and the other thing. What I was hearing as folks were talking was there's almost this, partly because of what's happened in the past couple of years, but partly because of it's the technological enhancements allow us to do this. More complex work situations require more analytic capability to be able to make sense of them, to be able to make better decisions. And it's funny because we've locked in, we always lock into this data term, but if you've been on any sort of management course about data and decision making, stuff like that, one of the first slides in the entire deck is that very classic model, which is data, information, knowledge, wisdom, and we clag decision making onto the end of it, because data is only in service of making better organizational decisions, right? For whatever reasons it needs to be for. So we have this wonderful opportunity to gather so much more, to make so much more better decisions. But then I almost want to now immediately become devil's advocate, because I think as an industry, with all of this enhanced capability, it's really easy to hoodwink ourselves into, we're just going to stroll into the boardroom with armed with these reams of better insights, and they're just going to believe us, and they're just going to do what we need them to do. And it couldn't be further from the truth, because no amount of data in the world turns us away from the fact that quite often facilities management is the poor relation, or workplace folks can be the poor relation. And quite often we're the one walking in with the bad news, saying, here's the evidence that you need to close that building. Here's the evidence that you need to start sharing instead of have your own desk. Here's the evidence that says this, that, and the other. So we can do amazing stuff, but it's more than just being armed with data. It's kind of the stuff that wraps around it and what you do with it.